In question 2, you're given 52 playing cards and you're asked to separate them into two different categories, clubs and picture cards, and additionally separate the rest into a category that doesn't involve either clubs or picture cards. What we know is that there are 52 playing cards in total, and in your studies you should be familiar enough with a regular deck. You should know that there are 13 clubs in total, and if picture cards are kings, queens and jacks, there are 3 in each suit, 4 suits in total, so that makes 12 picture cards. These are all the clubs then. We have the ace, the number cards 2 through 10, and then the jack, the queen and the king. And in my set I've notated it such that each number or picture card or whatever has a little C just to the lower right, just to indicate that it's a club as opposed to any other suit. These are all the picture cards. We have the jack, queen, king of diamonds, spades, hearts, and of course clubs. So and I notate it in this way. I've got J, Q and K meaning jack, queen, king, and I've got a subscript C for the clubs, S for the spades, H for hearts, and that's a D for diamonds. Notice then that these 3 cards here, the jack, the queen and the king of clubs, are actually in both of these sets. You can see it in the notation as well. I have the J, Q and K of clubs here, and over here I have the J, Q and K of clubs as well. So when you draw out your Venn diagram, just make sure to note that there are 10 cards here that are only clubs and aren't picture cards. There are 3 that are clubs and picture cards, 9 that are picture cards, and then the remainder of the 52 card deck are neither clubs nor picture cards. So now I can complete my Venn diagram. I put in this 3 first because I know that there are 3 cards that are clubs and picture cards. Then the 13 clubs in total, so I take away 3 because that goes in this bit here. That leaves 10 that are just clubs and not picture cards. I know there are 12 picture cards in total, so 12 minus 3 gets me 9. And there are 30 cards that aren't clubs or picture cards, and I get that by taking 52 total number of cards in the deck and taking away 10, 3 and 9, and that leaves me with 30. In part 2, a card is drawn at random from a pack of 52 cards, and you have to find the probability that this card is the king of clubs. There's a key word in this sentence, and that is the. It tells you that there is exactly 1 king of clubs in this whole deck of 52 cards, and this is hidden right here. There's the king of clubs. So out of the whole deck of 52, there is 1 king of clubs. You should be able to find the probability then fairly easily just knowing that. The probability is just 1 over 52 then, because there's just 1 of these cards in the whole deck of 52. If you prefer decimals, then that probability is just 0.019. The next question is that a card is drawn from a pack of 52 cards, and you have to find the probability that the card drawn is a club or a picture card. Well, these are all the scenarios in which you get a club or a picture card. There are 10 plus 3 plus 9 of them out of the whole deck of 52. The final probability then is just the 10 plus 3 plus 9 divided by 52, and when you simplify that you get 11 divided by 26. Just a word of caution on this: make sure you don't take that there are 13 clubs and 12 picture cards, because then you'll be counting those 3 cards twice. The fact that there are 3 cards that are both clubs and picture cards doesn't make it any more likely that you're going to pick one of those cards. Next, 2 cards are drawn from this pack of 52 cards, and you have to find the probability that neither of them is a club or a picture card. Well, first of all, when you have 52 cards, how many of them are not clubs or picture cards? Secondly, just be careful. Once you've already drawn 1 card, how many cards are there left in the deck? Well, here we go. The first time you draw a card, the probability of not getting a club and not getting a picture card is 30 divided by 52, because there are 30 cards that fit the bill out of the entire deck of 52 cards. Secondly, if you want to not draw a club or a picture card again, there are 29 of them left because you've already drawn one of them. Secondly, there are 51 cards in total left in the deck, again because you've already drawn a card. So you work that through and you get 0.33. It says give your answer correct to 2 decimal places. Much as I would love to leave my answer as a fraction, you have to give it as a decimal.